So you're saying they are clueless?
There was a big problem and a lot of confusion in that particular.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, Jeff Koinange had hosted Francis Atwoli for the first time after general election of 2022.
Smoking. Called to Secretary General Francis Atwoli is in the house. He's been very quiet the last couple of years. Where has he been? He's been even more quiet.
Going by the history, you all know that Atwoli was in support of Raila Amolo Odinga, and Atwoli used to frequent JK Live.
It was William who said when he was at the coast that Raila is a government project. I want to tell you here and now that maybe he doesn't know Raila. And one day I told you on this bench that Raila is a terrible organizer. That is to say, if there were elections today and take it from me for free, Raila will emerge a victor.
Soon after, the pronouncements by Chebukati and how Atwoli started showing some watermelon kind of moves, Atwoli desisted from going to these live interviews like JK Live because the image that people had of him had suddenly changed and people viewed him as a betrayer, you know. So when Atwoli was hosted, that is a day before, in a JK Live interview, Atwoli found himself talking about the people in William RUTO as being, in William RUTO's government as being clueless.
Cannot be able to substantiate, to differentiate between a cooperative society or a SACCO and a trade union issue or trade union matters.
So you're saying they are clueless?
There was a big problem. And that
this is the issue of doctor strike, and Atwoli says that he had made a proposal, wrote a roadmap on how to end the doctor strike. So he said that he had given that a proposal on his way to Geneva, you know, to represent the International Labour Organization. But Atwoli says that he realized that there was a change of plan, that the people who don't understand how labor relations work decided to change that plan and introduce their own plan and created some interministerial kind of body that could not deliver. So Jeff Koinange asked Atwoli whether he was saying that the people who are in that interministerial body or committee are clueless, and Atwoli agreed. So I want us to go into this video where Atwoli could have been cornered by Jeff Koinange to speak the truth, because in that session Atwoli admitted that the people who are there in that interministerial committee are clueless. Mind you, the people who form that interministerial committee are not citizens, just normal citizens. You know, there are people who are in government, people who William RUTO appointed and entrusted with several roles. We're talking about people like Felix Koskei. You're talking about Susan Nakumichi. These are people who William RUTO appointed. They are presidential appointees. So they are the ones who formed that committee. And part of the people who are there are the KMPDU officials. And KMPDU have been pushing for a review or for the implementation of the CBA to be done maybe in stages. But the government has not been in agreement with that. So I want us to go to that video, and from that video we'll be able to talk about one or two things. But before you do that, please take 1 second, like this video. It's so important if you like this video, because that is the only way YouTube shares this video. So also feel free to subscribe to our channel, because that is the only way you make our channel grow. Those who supported us before, thanks so much for your support. Atwoli maybe never intended to say that the people in William RUTO's government are clueless. But since Jeff Koinange is very smart, Jeff Koinange listened to Atwoli very carefully. And he was listening to Atwoli. But the moment he realized that Atwoli was trying to mean something like people are not, the people who are appointed there or the people who form that interministerial committee are clueless, Jeff Koinange decided to ask him directly.
So you're saying they are clueless?
There was a big problem at that.
Are you saying they are clueless? So, ladies and gentlemen, from that point, I want us to talk about this aspect of Atwoli saying the people William Ruto appointed are clueless. I started off by giving you a history that Atwoli supported Raila. But soon after William Ruto was appointed or was pronounced the winner, Atwoli shifted his allegiance to William Ruto. Now, the expectations was that Atwoli would glorify, the government of William Ruto and probably glorify the appointments which were made by William Ruto. But if you look at what he said in that session, it is point blank that Atwoli is trying to repeat the words of Azimio's members of parliament when they were grilling the appointments or they were of William Ruto. Some of them said these people are clueless. So what Atwoli said about clueless is exactly what John Mbadi, the nominated member of parliament of Azimio, specifically ODM, said back then when he had told Moses Wetangula to hand over the list of William Ruto to him so that he can have a government of people who are clueless. So the point of contention here is that Atwoli has referred the people appointed by William Ruto as clueless. Personally, ladies and gentlemen, naona kama Atwoli hapo alisema ukweli. You see, if I may take you back to 2022 early there, and Atwoli had still in support of Raila, and then William Ruto had made a trip to, US, UK, he had gone to US, I think, to meet Kenyans living in diaspora, because the main agenda was to campaign so that he can get votes from the people who are in diaspora. So in that session, William Ruto decided to hit at Atwoli, and he chose his words carefully. I think you must have heard about what Atwoli was told by William Ruto. And in that video that I'll share with you shortly, William Ruto was telling Atwoli that he's a fool. I mean, those are not my words. In fact, watch this video.
Sitting where I have sat as a president, I have seen a stupid man called Atwoli. I have no regret to say he's a stupid man, because he is. He's a very foolish person.
Yes, that is what William Ruto saw in Atwoli back then. I don't know whether from the assertions of Atwoli during this JK Live session, one could still think that Atwoli is what William Ruto referred to back then, because now he's talking about the people who are in the interministerial position being clueless. They don't understand, labor relation laws. They don't understand anything. They are just part of the team, but they don't understand anything. So I don't know whether Atwoli sees the government of William Ruto as being a government of incompetent people, because from the word clueless, when you are referred to as a clueless kind of person, you don't know anything. I mean, you are just there. You are just there to probably add numbers. If the meeting is supposed to have like 50 people, you are just there as one of the 50 people to add numbers, so that at the end of the day it said the meeting was attended by 50 people. But then, did you add value? Because if you didn't add value, because you didn't know what was going on, or you didn't know how to handle the scenario, then that means you are clueless. So what Atwoli said here in this JK Live session, personally, he meant the people William Ruto appointed hawajui kitu. I mean, that is what I can interpret from the statement. Ladies and gentlemen, just go below the comment section and you can offer your reaction regarding this statement from Atwoli, the people being clueless. Just offer your reaction there. So perhaps if you watch this video and you've not subscribed, please take 1 second and subscribe. Like this video. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.